So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. That is ended up in no man's land. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, Peter, I'm looking forward to seeing a player who has brought some new skills to the game. Ronaldinho. He looks one way and passes the other. Unconventional and cheeky, but always, always an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, he's playing beach football on the grandest stage of all.
The entertainer.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Zielinski. A few interesting forays forward, but so far they haven't amounted to much. Gaetano. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Sebastiano Esposito! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
De Bruyne. And it's Ronaldinho. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's De Bruyne. Looking for the run. And he plays one through. Sebastiano Esposito picks it up out wide. Has a look up and delivers. De Gea claims it. Safe hands.
This is the time you need that pace.
Chips it through. Zielinski. Crosses it in. Oh, important interception. Quality ball. Indonesia
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Opts for safety. Maldini has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's having a pop! Marvellous from Zielinski! About as smooth as it gets. And we have liftoff. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Zielinski demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Indonesia have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Driven in.
Well, that has caused...
There's the shot! Oh, what a big quick... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Ball swung in. Van Basten. Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. That has been cut short.
Indonesia really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Zielinski. De Bruyne.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Cross to the back post. De Gea deals with that nice and simple. Can he spark a counter here? Played into space, floated through. He's found a way through. Tries the cross. And that has been cleared. And it's Richie. Oh, that's delightful. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Indonesia go in at half-time, 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Indonesia have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Back on the way then. Indonesia currently ahead by the smallest of margins. No outsmarting him this time. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Salmakas. Can he latch on to this? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Donatoni. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. De Bruyne being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, to be honest, Peter, he has dictated much of the play. Better late than never in trying to stop him.
Esposito. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Baresi. Spread to the right. And it's Salamakas. Pedro clears without hesitation. He's a sharp little ball here. Plays it in low. Caprile claims it without any fuss. Well read, nice interception. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. De Bruyne. Now it's Ronaldinho. Nicely shaped ball. Caprile needs a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good take in a good area. De Bruyne crosses. And he's taking no chances there. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, such a clever touch. Esposito. Gaetano. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Taken off it pretty forcefully. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Great vision. And it's been hooked away. And he's only too happy to take that back. De Bruyne. He's being urged to shoot. And that's a chance to shoot! And that's a good finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Indonesia can consider themselves just about safe now. Donadoni. He's having a hit! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Substitution for Indonesia, number 11.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
18, Donadoni. Coming on the field,
That's the throw.
number 8, Ribery. Number 13, Rafael Leao.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, what has happened here? And that's a throw-in. That's a decent clearance. Oh, sweet feet.
2 added minutes have been
He'll try from
indicated.
distance. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, there's the clearance. 2 minutes to be added on. And it's Ritchie. Tries one from range. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Belotti. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Indonesia can reflect on a job really well done. Superior. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Real chance! Nearly, but not quite.
Raspadori is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy, Giorgio Scalvini, is a very formidable defender because he's so powerfully built. He's got great technique too. He's very calm and patient in his whole approach. There's no rashness to his game. Nothing is left to chance.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. He's having a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Header comes in! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Spread to the right. Foot in. Raspadori. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Tries to play it through. Salamakers. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Scalvini. Indonesia yet to have an attempt on goal. De Roon. Atalanta have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Ronaldinho can see things others simply cannot. And they can counter here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellanova. Turns back here, probably the best option. And Scalvini. De Roon. And it's Pasalic. Ball played for Musa. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That's a little off target. Nicely weighted ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. De Roon. Musa. Sulemana. Ronaldinho. And it's De Bruyne. Played with finesse. But he's well positioned here. Pasalic. Sulemana. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that's a key interception. De Roon. Scalvini. Bellanova. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, good spread. Bellanova made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Now then, the ball's come loose, and he's picked it up out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
De Roon. Sulemana.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Ronaldinho. Indonesia are looking to break at pace. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
This is the time you need that pace.
De Bruyne. Ronaldinho. And no, he's seen through all of that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Donadoni. And he has been fouled there. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Terrific save by Sportiello. And the referee has blown for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Sulemana. And it's Ronaldinho looking for the run. Well read, and the danger is averted. De Roon. Raspadori. Donatoni. Great vision. Belanova. De Roon. Belanova. And it's De Roon. Well, that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Ricci.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Ronaldinho. Musa does really well to win the ball there. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Scalvini. And De Roon. Just about up to the hour now. Can he get it through? Now it's Donatoni. He is through here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
De Roon. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Sulemana. Musa. And it's Pasalic. And Sulemana. And it's De Bruyne. Zielinski. Musa. Musa. Hops for safety. And he goes cross-field. Belanova. Chiellini spots it and intercepts. Ronaldinho. Pasalic running with intent. Sulemana. Brilliantly cut out. Zielinski. Van Basten receives it in a good position here. Tries to pass it through. No, it's come to nothing. Deftly away.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 7, numero 18.
And it's Maldini.
Numero 6.
Donadoni.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 13, il numero 9.
Nicely
il
aimed
numero
pass.
23. Attenzione, un cambio.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Indonesia perhaps contemplating their next change here. And this is Van Basten.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Van Basten. Atalanta desperately searching for the winner here. And here's Skamaka! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Cambio di giocatori.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ronaldinho really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Modric. Oh, he's... And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's the delivery. Oh, such a clever touch. Chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Rafael Leao clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Scalvini.
Ci sarà un
Look,
minuto
there
di
has to be
recupero.
more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
All played for Daron. So that's it. It is all over. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. And that has been cleared. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo! Brilliant from Dani Olmo! About as smooth as it gets. He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Indonesia gain their reward with an early goal. Plays the return pass. Great vision. He's found space here. Silvestre clears it away. Ibrahimovic now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Dani Olmo. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Well, we expected better, and so did he. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Looking here to chip it through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Dani Olmo does really well to win the ball there. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's managed to get free. Oh, good take in a good area. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Tries to pass it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. That's very neat. Ronaldinho. Silvestre. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Played out to the left flank. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Mbappe.
There they go, hunting again.
The ball has bounced loose now. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Distributed tidily.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Now, what about a counter-attack? Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And he lines up a cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. He's on it, can he get away? Dani Olmo. And it's Belletti. And here's Ronaldinho. Delicate ball and it... Header! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Ronaldinho. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Indonesia really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Ronaldinho wins the duel this time. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Silvestre. No, that's been intercepted, and that was nowhere near his best. Ibrahimovic, and now the breakaway. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is not getting there. And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Indonesia come in leading by just the odd goal.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Indonesia are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
We're on the move again.
Indonesia can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's destined for the flank. Spread out to the left.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Saudi Arabia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here, big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He's rising! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's going wide left. That is lovely. Look at the space here. He's found some space. Good ball. A real chance! Off the post. And he's quick to get rid. Lovely feet. And it's made its way to him. And he's gone, and he shoots! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, super ball! Gerrard with the clearance.
Saudi Arabia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, no joy this time. This looks promising. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Gives it back. Knocks it into space.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's in a great position here. Shoots! Mbappe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's a good ball out wide. Dani Olmo. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Substitution in progress.
Saudi Arabia are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Out towards the flank. Spread to the right. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Saudi Arabia really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now this great chance! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And that has left him in a heap. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He has found the way through.
Has been indicated.
And it's made. Tries a shot! Opts to play it back. Drives it in. And that has been cleared. And the referee brings it to a close. Venezia have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Dani Olmo, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I was expecting this game to be put to bed a lot earlier, especially when...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And he'll shoot here! It's off target and by quite a way.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run. Done delicately. Can he latch on to this? Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
If you're looking for options, Peter, then you're looking at Darwin Núñez, because he offers loads. A real physical presence who's always going to offer you an out ball. But I think what's impressed many people in recent times about him is the pace he can actually bring to get in behind opposition defences. And that doesn't mean he'll actually hold his position centrally. He loves to go and drift to either flank, and he can easily take on a fullback and beat him.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Has a look and place it forward. Núñez had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Towering header! Goal! Uruguay! And Uruguay take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition.
Tries a shot! Oh, it's hit the post!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Ugarte.
Uruguay definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
And it's Ugarte. That has been slung wide. That's destined for the flank. Now the delivery. It's a goal kick. Now it's Danny Olmo. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Probing pass. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Half an hour played now. Darwin. And it's Ugarte. Now Oliveira. Vigna. He's looking wide. Knocks it into space. And the shot's on here. Look at the space here. And here's Valverde.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Dani Olmo tries to play it through. Mbappe gets into a good position. And this is Ibrahimovic. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Rijkaard! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's there to get it away. Ronaldinho. Ugarte. Can he spark a counter here? Rijkaard. Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. Now Mbappe. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pinches it off him. Mbappe, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And he's quick to return it. And this is Gerrard. Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Gerrard deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And for the first half, that is that. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Indonesia trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Aquí están ambos equipos preparados.
That gets us going once more.
Indonesia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That's going wide left. Passing nice and neat. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Mbappe. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick.
Gerrard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bentancur. Ugarte. And it's Valverde. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Viña. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a really well-measured ball. Valverde picks it up out wide, so no flag here. Shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Cambio en Uruguay. Número 21.
Uruguay choosing to make the first change. Rijkaard. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Bentancur. De Arrascaeta. Some really good ball movement. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Mbappe. He came in hard, very hard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Nunez.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Uruguay can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Valverde. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he plays one through. Big chance! It's a goal! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Gerrard receives it in a wide position.
Indonesia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And now Mbappe. And the finish! And he's stuck it away. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Nice control. Oh, shooting chance! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Silvestre. Oh, it's Gerrard. Ibrahimovic. And here's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. And he's there to clear it. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Showing great feet there. And this is it. Chance! Oh, good finish. And this is getting better and better. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Indonesia have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And he's whipped it across. That's a decent clearance. And that will be the final act. Indonesia have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. The end of the game. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Out towards the flank. Threads one in. It's a promising position. That's really good defending. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That's good play. That is a superb rearguard action. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Mbappe. Pretty cagey early on from both sides.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Pass somewhat off target.
Iraq really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Drives it in. Khan deals with that nice and simple. No, that's been intercepted. Good ball, good take. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And they can counter here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Played it again. Decent chance! It's there! And we have liftoff! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Number 18, Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho!
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Ronaldinho.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Picked out brilliantly. Now, who's going to be first to this? Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Ronaldinho. Indonesia
Couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Akanji. Schlotterbeck is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Mbappe. It's Belletti.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Indonesia come in leading by just the odd goal.
Remove any cars parked on
Yeah, on the
road
face of
outside
it,
the
it
stadium.
looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Indonesia can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Could be danger here. He has found the way through. It's Ibrahimovic!
Ibrahimovic clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked...
And the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he whips it in. Corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! And that's it! They've been looking for. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Silvestre got a long way forward to join the attack. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Played out wide. Wriggles his way through, delivered in. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
They've played it short. He's had a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Silvestre attempts a clearance. Dani Olmo. Ball's played through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Olmo. Mbappe. Chance to deliver. Oh, good climb! No, just not quite. It's a searching pass. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's Gerrard! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So time for change. This one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Ibrahimovic gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Oh, he's one-on-one! And the shot! And he hits the net! This day becomes absolutely perfect! Utterly ideal. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Gerrard does well to get it back. Ronaldinho needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Cleared away. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Did he that? Because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Oh, good spread. That's a good run he's making there. He's in a great position here. And he's taking no chances there.
Iraq really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Dani Olmo, and this is Ibrahimovic, and he's running through. Not a hint of offside here. Goes for a shot! Goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Indonesia are having a ball here. Now, this could be a chance. Just a chance! And it's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And he's got away from him. Akanji. Rijkaard.
Number 8.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Is number 20, McAllister. 6 added minutes.
He's on it. Can he get away? So, what can they make of this? Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, important interception. And we're done. Indonesia, looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Great chance! And that is doing no harm at all. All the way back.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
Well, he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Passing is crisp and sharp. Great ball, and he's in here. Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish? But he's left disappointed. He'll try to keep this alive. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe. And here's Ibrahimovic. Decent chance! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Colombia finding Suarez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Ibrahimovic getting this one clear. Quarter of an hour played. It's a good spell of possession, this. Munoz. And here's Diaz.
Colombia definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
There's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
James Rodriguez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Keeper has taken decisive action.
Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
Oh, good spread. And it's James Rodriguez. Lerma.
James Rodriguez.
Really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
There's the clearance. Indonesia given another corner. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. Lerma with the clearance. Colombia have the chance to go the other way. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ibrahimovic. Now, can they get him away? Tries to pass it through. He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And it's Lerma. Shot at goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short. Now the ball... He's rising! And that's a tiny finish. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
Número 7.
Colombia cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And he's quick to get rid.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Pinches it off him. Mbappe, never out of the action for very long. Gerrard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's destined for the flank. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Looking for options for movement. That's a nicely shaped ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Diaz. Oh, some astute defending there. Well, that is one way to stop him. Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. And it's Olmo. And he's having a hit! Delicious from Dani Olmo! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. He has given that the lot. Bang!
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
And we've reached half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Indonesia largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. And we are back on the way. Mojica gets it away. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Diaz stood up well to him there. Mbappe! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, easy pickings there. Suarez, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's James Rodriguez. Spread to the right. And that pass just didn't quite work. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. Tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Lerma does really well to win the ball there. And now they can spring out of defence. Pass somewhat off target. Sanchez.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Dani Olmo on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals.
He's going for goal! Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Oh no, this does not look good. Big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Diaz is offering a right smile there.
Número 10. Entrará al campo número 20.
It's a loose ball. And they're back on the ball again. And he is deftly away. Gerrard played out to the left flank. Now it's Ronaldinho. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is a little undercooked. And it's Olmo. Lovely close control. Tries one from range. Oh, Waters. In he goes again. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And they can counter here. Oh, Red. Nice interception. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. And here's Quintero. Mbappe, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Diaz, gets a good foot in there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Mojica. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gerrard. Dani Olmo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
He's shifting through the gears here. Schlotterbeck bops him off it and wins back the ball. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Lerma going forward. Space for him to turn and look. He is just caressing the ball. And the shot has another go. Silvestre clears without hesitation. Frank Quintero delivers. Nice interception, well timed. Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
And he's being shifted off it. And he was quick to react. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Such good technique.
And this is Ibrahimovic. And a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And there goes the final whistle. Indonesia are chirpy, cheerful and content. So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first-day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Tries to play it through. Tacho has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, first and foremost, Peter, he's a solid defender. Never one to lose his man or get too distracted on something else, but he's also a very good footballer, more than capable of starting a counter-attack by picking out a telling pass from the back.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Valencia.
Valencia really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Havertz. Now it's Musiala. And it's made its way to him. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. And that's played in. Goes for a shot! Goal! Germany! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Can he finish? Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Caicedo.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Caught offside that time. Tar. And it's Pavlovic. Vitz. And Mecha. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's in plenty of space here. Musiala. Vitz. Almost half an hour in now. Now it's Vitz. He's a sharp little ball here.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
The Mecha. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Spread out to the left. Musiala. Nemecha. Pavlovic. And it's Sané. And it's Vitz. Pavlovic. Oh, he's found support out wide.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Wirtz. Pavlovic. To Musiala. And it's Musiala. Referee's given a throw. Oh, this looks sharp. Nemecha. And it's Sané. He has found the way through. Threads one in. The ball goes in. And he skips past his man. Oh, super fine. And he's straight offside. Tar. It's Kimmich. Sané. Musiala. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Ecuador trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Picked out brilliant. And a chance! Oh, it's gone in! Ecuador are back in business. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
No way through. That is lovely. And here's Sané. Havertz! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nemecha. Pavlovic.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
He's on it. Can he get away? Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Driven in. Kimmich is there, and he can get that clear. Valencia, he is onto this. Sané. Now it's Havertz. And Pavlovic. And it's Musiala. Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. That is good strength. This looks... Shot, surely!
Valencia really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Kimmich. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And it's Musiala. And here's Havertz. Oh, easy pickings there. Valencia. And here's Wirtz. Now it's Valencia. Spread to the right. Tar. Pavlovic. Wirtz. For Musiala. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Valencia. That's an excellent interception. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Steaming on goalwards.
Ecuador clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Nemecha. Kimmich. That's going wide left.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Musiala. Sané looking to add to his goal. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Estupinian getting forward. Aims beyond the defence. He's found a way through. Very nicely done. Ball swung in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Valencia. Wirtz, who's set up one goal so far. Musiala. Nemecha. And it's Pavlovic. For Musiala. Wirtz. Now that looks a decent ball. And that is that. It is the long road home. They needed to win. They failed to win. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I had a feeling something like this might happen. To me, everything seemed a bit half-hearted, Peter, and we didn't see enough purpose or...
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Balogun! Pulisic! Goal! The United States! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Turkey are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. McKennie. Ream. Spread to the right. Adams. Pulisic. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pulisic. Shot a goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Yokushlu. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Yokushlu. That's going wide left. And he's gone looking for safety. And here's Aktokolu. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Çalhanoğlu. Can he finish? And that was struck with genuine force. Cleared away. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. That is lovely. Celik. He's rising! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Deniz Gül is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Pulisic. Robinson. And here's McKennie. Decent chance!
Turkey are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lovely bit of skill. Ream defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. McKennie. And he's forced to go back. And Robinson. Pulisic. And it's McKennie. Ream. Approaching the half-hour mark. And it's Robinson. Pulisic has found the net here, of course. Robinson finding himself in space. They've played it short. And it's made its way to him. Adams. Turkey are looking to go forward now. Celik. Yokushlu. He's in a great position here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he get on the end of this? He's in one-on-one, and the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Deniz Gül deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Adams. Dest. That has found him in acres of space. And that is out of play. Celik. Now it's Goulet. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Balogun. And he was quick to react. Keeper's got good distance on that. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Balogun. And here's McKennie. He's on it. Can he get away? McKennie.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Turkey go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we are back on the way.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Yokushlu. And it's Arda Güler. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Pulisic. Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu powering. It's Çalhanoğlu! Superb from Çalhanoğlu! A finish right from the top draw. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Turkey have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on? Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's had it nicked away. Goulet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Balogun. Balogun! He's done very well to get to that.
Balogun really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he's taking no chances there. And they're quick to get it back.
The attendance for this match was 80,953.
Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. And he's managed to get free. And it's crossed into the middle. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And it's Celik. No, he's not going to get any further than that. McKennie. And it's been shipped out wide. In with the challenge. Kadiolu. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's shifting through the gears here. Robinson did well to stay calm there.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That has been knocked clear. They get a throw in. Robinson. Now Pulisic. This is a promising build-up. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And they can counter here. Now it's Kukçu. He's got away. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to...
And a chance! Goal! Turkey! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think this team shows great willpower and a wonderful never-say-die attitude. No other outfit can match them. They just keep going. Superb.
Pulisic cuts a few. He'll try from distance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Ware clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Coming on the field is
Ream.
number 53.
Richards. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Substitution in progress.
Goulet. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Pulisic. Now it's Balogun. Nicely aimed pass. Ware is in a really good position out wide. Yüksek. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. He has found the way through. Çalhanoğlu plays it in. Cleared without hesitation. That's a decent clearance. Arda Güler. And it's been hooked away. Ball is over the line. And it's Çelik. Çelik puts a cross in.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Pulisic. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Yüksek. Arda Güler. Pulisic. Here's Adams. Oh, good-looking ball. Kukçu. Good ball, good take. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's picked his way through. And the finish! And that will be it. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?